On this episode of Custom Fab Garage, we're going to be doing this 2018 Ford F250. This is a crew cab, long bed. It does actually have the premium sound built into it, so it does have the basic, 4 normal speakers, and then it has a speaker in the center channel, and it has the 2 tweeters and the A-pillars. We're going to be changing out all the speakers and be doing all Ddaudio speakers. We're also going to be adding 2 10-inch subwoofers underneath the rear seat that'll also be Ddaudio with the Ddaudio amplifier. The customer stated the sound just isn't what he wants. It also lacks a lot of bass. So we're gonna go ahead and change that for him and change everything out with all Ddaudio. Okay, we're gonna start with taking this door panel apart. First thing we have to do is take off this piece and the piece underneath this. In order to get this piece off right here, there's a little tab underneath here. Just take a screwdriver and you can just pop this piece up like so. And then we take our plastic pry tool. You can get up in there and this will actually just snap. And back here are the clips. That's how it actually snaps on and goes into here. So just be real careful when you do that. You don't want to flip it off like I did. All right. And underneath here is a 7mm and a 7mm. Underneath this part right here, if you look and see, underneath there is where we're going to be trying to pull this off. So basically you want to get from it from the top and then it's going to pull out. I'll show you how to do that here. We can just kind of go from it from the top here. And it's going to unsnap down. Sometimes you got to get it from the side. There you go. Okay. And then there's the plastic pieces on the back, and it has 2 little tabs that sit down in there like this, and it pulls out. Okay. Let me show you guys how this all is as well. So there's basically a 7mm here, 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 and here. There's also underneath, there is 1 and 2 7mm underneath there as well. So you basically have to remove all the 7mm to be able to get the door panel off. So we take those out. They are all different on this door panel as well. So these two that come out of here are long, and they're the shinier ones with a smaller washer. You want to keep them all because they're all different lengths. So you want to keep them all to where they're different. These two are a little different length, and they also have a larger washer. They're not as shiny. They're a little different. On the bottoms, underneath here, they're black. They're black and shorter. So you want to make sure you keep these all separated because you do not want to put them in the wrong holes. In order to get the door panel off, what I've done is I grab it by the bottom with my plastic tool, and this will snap a lot, like that. And you just unsnap it. Oh, this one's really tough. Oh yeah. Okay, and that will all come off. And then this piece will have to basically finagle its way up because it's sitting in the gasket. Well, this one's really tough in there. Okay. And you got to pull up a little bit, get her out. On the back side, let me kind of show you what's going on back here, so you can kind of see. There's a clip right here. You'll want to unplug that. That goes to the rear window. There's that pulled out. Then this piece right here, you just want to push down a little bit at the very end of it, and when you push down, it'll pull that clip. Just push down a little bit at the very end. And get some leverage on it. There you go. And then when you push down on that, it'll pull this out. It's kind of similar to a BMW. That's the way it goes in there. And then the door panel comes off. that is what we are set up with. And then we've got three, I believe they're 8 millimeters. I think they're 7, sorry. 7 millimeters. Good thing is Ford is using 7 millimeters on everything. So we're gonna take that out. These are the speaker adapters we're going to be using. These are gonna go in the rears. These are gonna go in the fronts. The fronts are a BKFSB1501 from PAC, and the rears are a BKFSB1502. You must have these to do this install because these speakers, the way they bolt up, are very different than normal speakers. So you have to have these to make it proper. Like, you do not want to try to screw these into a brand new truck. So this is, you know, a very cheap alternative to make everything OEM and factory fit so that it just bolts right in. This is the rear speaker stock on the left and the new DD speaker on the right. Big difference. Okay, we're gonna be taking off this with the 7 mils. There's 3 of them. This is the new speaker adapter piece that we purchased. So we mounted it to our Ddaudio speaker. We also drilled a hole in the bottom, if you look down here, to run the speaker wire out because the harness comes out the bottom of the stock. So that way it'll just bolt right in. It has the 3 holes. Basically, if you look at these, it has 3 holes here to be able to mount the 7 millimeter, so it bolts up just like stock. And we zip tied everything to this harness right here, T-tapped everything. Speaker is mounted in. We went ahead and put some DD mat all over the door just to help out with the sound. Okay, we're gonna take this top piece off here. Take this pry tool. Basically, you want to pull straight out on these because there's clips like that. And there's your clips right there. That's how it pulls off everything there. Then in here, we want to pull this piece off. Same way we do on the rear. There's a little channel underneath, right underneath here. You'll see a little cutout part, and then you can get this out a little bit and then get this piece, get your plastic pry tool up in there. This is a little tighter than those. There we go. And once you get that up in there, where's the bitch? Tool up in there. And that'll come off. And there's all the clips back there. This one kind of slides into that side. This piece right here has to come off. And get to it from the top. Sometimes it's easier to get to it from the side on this one. Yep. And then you're going to have 2 tabs on the bottom and 2 clips on the top. Okay, and then when you do that, you're going to see we've got 7 mil, 7 mil, 7 mil here, 7 mil here, and then on the bottom, you're going to have 7 millimeter and 7 millimeter here. So once you take all those out, the door panel will just basically come right off. Okay, these are your different screws that you're gonna have. These shinier ones with the smaller washers are gonna go here. You have 2 of those. The ones with the larger washers, the more gray ones, go here. Then you're gonna have 3 of these black ones. They're going to go here, and then 2 down on the bottom of the door panel. So those are the screws that you're gonna have. Don't get them mixed up. Okay, here is your 2 plugs. One here, you're gonna unplug those.
and then you're going to unplug this for that. So this one here basically unplugs pretty easy. Unplug that, same way with down here, you just push that one, those two plugs come out. This guy right here is a little bit more difficult to do. You basically push down right here, and then this piece just pops right up. It's like a BMW style clip. And then the door panel comes off. This is the stock speaker here. Pretty ugly and nasty. We are going to be replacing it. This is going to be the new speaker, the Ddaudio speaker that comes with the brackets. We drilled a hole in the bottom, and this is going to be replacing that, so it bolts right up just like factory. Just have to remove these basic 4 7mm, and this will come off, and then unplug the speaker harness down here. Here's the speaker installed. Wired it up into this harness right here. We zip tied everything in there really good and secure and tight so it doesn't rattle around or anything. Getting ready to put some of the basically Dynamat or DD mat, whatever you want to call it, on this door panel to prevent rattles and things like that.